Let's take the first scenario, a common one where kids have meltdowns and tantrums. An argument at the playground. So let's imagine that you are at the playground with your child. You're sitting on the bench watching them. They're playing in the sandpit with a bucket, let's say. They look at the kid who has a shovel in their hand. A second later, your child pushes the other child to get the shovel. How do your instincts tell you to react? If you're raised in a similar culture to mine, you probably can continue the story like this. You quickly get up, furious, walk to your child, stand next to her. I'm ashamed of you. Or, you took the shovel, give it back. Then scold your child for what he or she has done. Sometimes that is even followed by a timeout, for example. You sit on the bench and think about what you've done. Or we should go home now. And then you go to your partner and talk about what your child has done. Can you believe it? Like, she took the shovel again. So why is this not the best way to react? You are furious and you react angrily towards your child. Remember those mirror neurons? It helps to keep calm. We are also teaching the child that we aren't angry at them, but we want to stop the behavior. So you stand next to your child. That's also a problem. That can feel threatening to a child, and their brain might detect that as a threat. Then they will go into the flight and fight mode. And that also switches the dynamics. Instead of, oh, I'm here to help you fix this, you're basically there to scold and to judge. When your child hears, I'm ashamed of you, she understands that she is the problem and not what she did, actually. The same with any other labels like stupid and clumsy and stubborn and picky. They should refer to a behavior that can be changed, not to the child. So that helps because that will help your child progress, make changes, and the growth mindset is key. We all err, we all make mistakes, but it's important to try to think differently next time, to try to fix and find solutions. I've made a mistake, I will try to fix it next time. I will be more careful, or I will do things differently. So it's important to learn from our mistakes, and it's important to teach our kids how to do that too. Furthermore, as I mentioned, time out is not the best solution, because when we punish or send our kids to time out, our children are basically hearing this. I'm not comfortable with you when you do things that I don't agree with. So next time, they probably think I should hide better so they don't see me, or I'm ashamed of what I've done. So we have to accept those emotions and to understand that it's a typical thing that kids do at this age. They take toys, they are impulsive, they see something they want, they do it. So we need to teach them again and again and again the right way to ask for a toy, the right way to interact with others, and we have to always keep our calm and act the same every time, so they learn it faster. If they always get a different reaction from us, they will be confused and they will test and they will test. Another aspect that was wrong in the imaginary scenario is that we shouldn't talk to our partners in front of the child about his behavior. We shouldn't judge them based on what happened. This will make the child feel basically alone, like you and your partner have formed a team against him. So in these moments, they actually need to feel included. Just again, go over a plan for later times, but time in instead of time out. But now let's rewind and see what would work. How can we be the calm, confident leader that they need? Remember and understand that it's a completely normal phase. This is the first thing that you have to do. Don't take it personally. You are not a bad parent when your child reacts impulsively. All kids think of their ones, at this age at least. As I mentioned, controlling impulses is an important function of the prefrontal cortex, which is not fully developed yet. So accept that it is a phase and it is something that all kids will do eventually. So, what you can do instead, walk towards your child. On the way to the sandpit, try to calm down, maybe say your mantra. For example, my child is not giving me a hard time, he's having a hard time, or whatever you need to think about in that similar situation. Then get to your child's level, make eye contact, validate emotions, but not behavior. So, for example, you can say, I see you want the shovel. The boy is still using it. Let's give it back. So nicely and calmly. If your child throws himself on the floor, in the sand, screams, tries to hit, stay calm if you can. Make sure that your child is safe, but let the feelings be. You can be present physically, and in that moment, I know that a lot of us think, oh, but what will the others say? What will the other parents think about me? It's not a matter of what the others think. Then and there, it's you and your child. So together, you will get over this, and you will be all the time supportive. So after you made sure that your child is safe and you let the feelings be, you've talked calmly about what can they do or what they should do. Don't try to fix the problem. You don't need to bring another shovel. It's something that your child is entitled to feel, and it's okay. These things will happen again. So it's not your place to fix the problem, to jump to other solutions, or to distract him. It's okay. He is fine, he is safe, and his emotional needs have been met. And in life, they won't always find a solution to their problems. It's okay to have tough feelings around something that happens. It's okay to accept those feelings and get over it, even if things are not getting better. So, in general, we have to understand that they need to respect the boundaries, but they don't have to be happy about them. The purpose of the boundaries is for everyone involved to be safe. When we are angry or frustrated, we can calm down by watching a stand-up, going jogging, letting it out, baking muffins, listening to music, hugging our partner, lots of things. But our child doesn't have all of these, so they want to feel safe to express these emotions with us without any judgment from our side. That's all we need to do. And next time, stay physically closer to be able to stop your child. You know that this has happened before. Calmly say something like, oh, I see you want the shovel. The boy is using it. I can't let you take it. And put your arm there to ensure that your child won't take it. If you notice that there are signs. Always validate emotions. I understand. You really wanted the shovel. You are frustrated that you can't take it right now. Let all feelings be. You can of course tell him that when the boy is done or when the child is done, you can have it. And that's okay. Your child needs to vent, to shout, to stomp their feet. And you should be there, not judging, just keeping things safe. But let's talk about what other things you can try in general and in this scenario to get the child's cooperation. First, you can give the object in imagination, as I mentioned before. So you can say, you really wanted the shovel. Did you want to build a castle? How big would you have made it? and continue with the story. Or you wanted a shovel, what did you want to do with it? Like, just show curiosity and engage with your child. Don't try to distract. Then you can put your child in control or give options. Would you like to build a castle with our hands, or would you like to do something else? That's a fairly reasonable option, right? When I first started teaching 12 years ago, we were often recommended to have a calm down space, to send the kids there to calm down when they were upset or angry. And it was nice and cozy with a blanket and a few calming down jars and some pillows, but it still didn't work. Why? Because sending children who feel upset or angry or frustrated to a separate space gives them the idea that their feelings are not welcome there in that space, that they can join the others only when they're calm and happy. And because most kids need to feel safe and supported in order to calm down. So instead of time out, they need time in. They need to know that we are there by their side and they are still part of the group. They don't need to always be happy around us for us to stay there. So our love is stable, unconditional, and it's something that they can always rely on. So connection is always the answer. Gabor Mate said that the real relationship doesn't depend on words, it depends on being with them. Just remember this. Always be there. Another thing that you can do is, of course, talk about ways to fix the problem once your child is calm. Browse ideas together. For example, we could wait for the child to finish using it. Or we could look for more shovels in the toy box. What else would you like to try to do? We could maybe bring a shovel next time when we come to the park. If you choose this though, please remember to set an alarm or write it down somewhere so you remember. You can even make a drawing of a shovel and put it on your door, and you will know next time when you go out, hey, remember, we're gonna take a shovel this time. Always try to think of what you need in a similar situation. I know you wouldn't get angry about a shovel, but what about if someone took the last dress that you wanted from the store? Would it actually help you, let's say, that if your partner came and said any of the following? That dress didn't look that good on you anyways. So trying to basically diminish the impact of the thing. Or, hey, it's not a big deal, you'll find another dress. So basically denying your feelings. You can be upset over it. Or he might say, I know, let's go and see if we can find another one at the other store. Or would it be more helpful to empathize, if they empathized with you, if they let you feel the feelings and say just, shoot, you really like that dress, and give you a hug. So we're looking for understanding and not solutions to the problems.